When you go to Africa, you look around and you begin to think, who can I trust here? We're a growing organization. We need locals on the ground that we can confer with, that we can talk to, that we can trust with our resources. The main man that we go to again and again and again is Fred Kabenge. Fred is a graduate of Westminster Seminary in California. He's grown up in Uganda, East Africa. He's been the registrar for Westminster Christian Institute, Uganda. He is a person that's well respected. He has been the leader of the Presbyterian Church in Uganda. He is a leader now in the Association of Reformed Churches in Africa. And so it's my joy to introduce to you our coordinator for Central Africa, Pastor Fred Kabenge.
Fred Kabenge are my names. I'm an elder in the PCU, but currently I'm working as the coordinator for Trinity Center for World Missions, East and Central African region. I'm also involved with coordination work in this organization. I make sure that our different faculty members who are helping us in the field get assigned with different responsibilities wherever there is a program to be run among the TBI centers. I'm in charge of overseeing our students as well in our various centers. Here at Westminster, we get students who get shortlisted from our various centers to come and study. And I'm in charge of making sure that these different students who qualify to study at a certificate, diploma, or bachelor's level get their required resources in terms of tuition and other incidental expenses. And I also help out in challenging them and informing them of the need to study hard, because our overall goal is to train the trainers as we continue to expand as TBI, not only here in Uganda, but in East Africa and Central Africa. We want to have people who will be able to take on teaching responsibilities in these different centers. And part of the reason why we are training some of these students here is that we can have people we can send back and be a resource in these different centers. Here at Westminster, I double as a lecturer in biblical studies, but I'm also working as the Institute Secretary as we try to minister not only to students that come across the different parts of Uganda, but also we are receiving students across the East Africa, Central Africa, and possibly the rest of Africa. I want to appreciate so much what TBI is doing in expanding services closer to the people, where at Westminster we can be able to enroll people from different centers, from different circles. But what TBI is doing, I think, is very pertinent, because it is taking the services down closer to the people. And above all, the people have the opportunity of studying or learning within their context. That helps them to not go through the rigor of how to leave their families behind and stay away like for 3 months as our students here do. But students can attend TBI while coming from their homes, closer to their homes. And in that respect, I really commend and recommend what TBI is doing. And we continue to pray that more resources would be availed to make it possible for the services and ministry of TBI to continue to expand in Africa as it takes on the task of discipling the Church of Christ, which has been a big problem lacking within the body of Christ. The church in Africa is growing numerically, but there has also been this problem of lack of people getting discipled. The maturity level has been so low, and so what TBI is doing is something to be highly commended and recommended. Plus, when you look at the situation of the church in Africa in terms of people who have had opportunity to study abroad, many of them have not been able to come back. And so when TBI takes the services closer to the people, people can study within their context, and they can continue to serve when they are well prepared without necessarily having to suffer this problem of brain drainage, where we lose people who go abroad and study and don't come back. I end by again thanking so much all that TBI is doing, and continue to pray that the Lord would continue to open up doors and means and ways of continuing this service to the glory of God. Thank you.